Recognizing the signs of a toxic relationship. Have you ever felt like you're trapped in an emotional roller coaster without breaks? Relationships can be beautiful and fulfilling, but when they turn toxic, they can become an emotional prison that's hard to escape. Let me take you on a journey through the psychology behind toxic relationships and how you can free yourself from their grip to regain your inner peace and happiness. Emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation is a tactic used by individuals to control or manipulate the feelings, thoughts, and behaviors of others for their own benefit. This can involve tactics such as guilt-tripping, gaslighting, or playing on someone's emotions to gain power or control over them. Emotional manipulation can be subtle and insidious, making it difficult for the victim to recognize and break free from the toxic dynamic. It can lead to feelings of confusion, self-doubt, and diminished self-esteem in the victim. Recognizing emotional manipulation is crucial for maintaining healthy boundaries and relationships. Lack of respect. Lack of respect refers to a situation where one person in a relationship disregards the boundaries, autonomy, or opinions of the other person. This can manifest in various ways, such as derogatory comments, disrespectful behaviors, or complete disregard for the other person's feelings or needs. In a healthy relationship, mutual respect is essential for maintaining trust, communication, and overall well-being. When a partner consistently demonstrates a lack of respect towards the other, it can create a toxic dynamic that undermines the foundations of the relationship. Recognizing signs of disrespect is important for establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries in relationships. Unequal power dynamics. Unequal power dynamics refer to a situation where one person in a relationship has more power and control than the other. In a healthy and equitable relationship, power and decision-making are shared fairly between both parties. However, in a toxic relationship, one member may exert excessive control over the other, dictating their actions, decisions, and behaviors. This can manifest in forms such as domination, coercion, or abuse of power. Unequal power dynamics can create an environment of imbalance and oppression, undermining the autonomy and dignity of the person in the lower power position. Recognizing and addressing unequal power dynamics is critical for promoting healthy and equitable relationships. Destructive communication. Destructive communication refers to patterns of verbal interaction that are harmful to a relationship and the individuals involved in it. This can include insults, constant criticism, contempt, sarcasm, speaking aggressively or condescendingly, among other behaviors. In a healthy relationship, communication should be open, honest, and respectful, but in a toxic relationship, destructive communication may prevail, making it difficult to resolve conflicts constructively and fostering an atmosphere of hostility and lack of emotional support. Recognizing destructive communication is essential for addressing underlying issues in the relationship and working towards healthier and more effective communication. Understanding why we stay in toxic relationships. Emotional bonds. Emotional bonds refer to the affective and emotional connections formed between individuals in a relationship, whether romantic, familial, friendly, or professional. These bonds can develop over time through shared experiences, meaningful moments, mutual support, and emotional connection. In the context of toxic relationships, emotional bonds can be especially strong and difficult to break, even when the relationship is harmful to one or both parties. People may feel emotionally attached to their partners despite recognizing that the relationship is unhealthy, making it difficult to make decisions to end the relationship. Recognizing and understanding emotional bonds is crucial for overcoming a toxic relationship and seeking healthier and more fulfilling relationships in the future. Fear of loneliness. Fear of loneliness is a feeling of fear or anxiety associated with being alone or feeling lonely. In the context of toxic relationships, this fear can influence the decision to stay in a harmful relationship rather than face the possibility of being alone. People may worry about feeling alone, without emotional support or companionship, which leads them to tolerate a toxic relationship rather than risk being alone. This fear can be especially strong if the person has been in the relationship for a long time, or if they struggle to establish meaningful connections with other people. Recognizing and addressing the fear of loneliness is important for making healthy decisions and seeking relationships that promote emotional well-being and happiness. Low self-esteem. Low self-esteem refers to a negative and unhealthy perception of oneself. People with low self-esteem tend to have a negative view of their abilities, worth, and personal merits. In the context of toxic relationships, low self-esteem can contribute to keeping a person in a harmful relationship. They may feel that they don't deserve better or that they are incapable of finding a healthier relationship. This can lead them to settle for less than they deserve and tolerate toxic behaviors from their partner. Recognizing low self-esteem as a factor in a toxic relationship is the first step to addressing underlying issues and working on building a stronger and healthier self-esteem. How to break the cycle of a toxic relationship. Recognize and accept the situation. Recognizing and accepting the situation refers to the crucial first step in freeing oneself from a toxic relationship. This involves being honest with oneself about the destructive nature of the relationship you're in and accepting that it's neither healthy nor fulfilling for you. Recognizing and accepting the situation may involve confronting difficult feelings such as pain, sadness, disappointment, or fear of change. However, it is fundamental to begin the process of liberation and recovery. This step involves becoming aware of the signs of toxicity in the relationship, such as emotional manipulation, lack of respect, unequal power dynamics, or destructive communication, and accepting that these behaviors are not acceptable or beneficial for your emotional and mental well-being. Once you recognize and accept the situation, you're better prepared to take concrete steps to break the cycle of the toxic relationship and seek a healthier and happier life. Recognizing and accepting the situation. Admitting that you're in a toxic relationship is the first step to breaking the cycle. Don't deceive yourself or minimize the problems. Establish healthy boundaries. Establishing healthy boundaries is a crucial step in breaking the cycle of a toxic relationship. It involves clearly defining what behaviors and situations are acceptable to you in the relationship and communicating those boundaries clearly and firmly to your partner. By setting healthy boundaries, you're protecting your emotional and mental well-being and asserting yourself as a person deserving of respect and dignity. Setting healthy boundaries may involve saying no to abusive or manipulative behaviors, setting clear expectations about how you wish to be treated and what your emotional and physical needs are in the relationship, and effectively communicating when you feel your boundaries are being violated. It's important to remember that setting healthy boundaries isn't selfish but necessary to maintain a balanced and respectful relationship. By doing so, you're advocating for your own well-being and sending a clear message that you're not willing to tolerate behaviors that harm you. Seek support. Seeking support is an essential step in breaking the cycle of a toxic relationship. It involves reaching out to friends, family, or mental health professionals to receive the support and guidance needed during this challenging process. By seeking support, you can gain external perspectives, emotional comfort, and practical resources that will help you navigate the challenges you face in the relationship. It may be helpful to talk to close friends or family members you trust about your experiences in the relationship and how you feel about it. Sharing your feelings and concerns can emotionally relieve you and provide you with a strong support network. Additionally, consider seeking the help of a therapist or counselor who has experience with toxic relationships. A trained professional can provide you with the emotional support and guidance needed to make informed decisions and develop strategies to break the cycle of the toxic relationship. Remember that you're not alone in this process, and seeking support is a brave and meaningful step towards emotional well-being and recovery. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Talk to trusted friends, family members, or a therapist who can provide the necessary emotional support. Invest in yourself. Take time to care for yourself, strengthen your self-esteem, and cultivate your interests and passions outside of the relationship. Plan your exit. Planning your exit is a crucial step in breaking the cycle of a toxic relationship safely and effectively. It involves creating a detailed and concrete plan to distance yourself from the relationship safely and protect your emotional and physical well-being in the process. Here are some key steps you can include in your exit plan. Assess your situation. Evaluate your current situation and assess the risks and challenges you may face when leaving the relationship. Consider whether it's safe to share your plan with a trusted person and ensure you have a safe place to go. Gather resources. Identify the resources and support you'll need to leave the relationship, such as emotional support, legal advice, financial resources, and alternative accommodation if necessary. Develop a safety plan. Create a detailed plan to protect yourself in case the situation becomes dangerous. This may include setting up warning signals with friends or family, having a safe shelter, and having emergency numbers on hand. Set clear boundaries. Clearly communicate your boundaries to your partner and stand firm in your decision to end the relationship. If necessary, set specific boundaries on how and when you'll communicate your decision. Seek professional help. Consider seeking the help of a therapist or counselor who can provide emotional support and guidance during this difficult process. A trained professional can help you develop strategies to handle the emotional and practical challenges you'll face when leaving the relationship. Proceed with caution. When you're ready to take the step, do so cautiously and follow your exit plan. Prioritize your safety and well-being at all times, and don't hesitate to seek help if needed. When planning your exit from a toxic relationship, it's important to consider your needs and prioritize your safety and emotional well-being. Don't hesitate to seek help and support throughout the process, and remember that you deserve to be in a relationship that makes you feel valued, respected, and loved. If you decide that ending the relationship is best for you, create an action plan with concrete steps to safely distance yourself.